What up? What up, gang? Oh, I got it right. What up, gang? How we doing, gang? We here after the chapter, gang. Guys, I think this chapter is worth talking about. Let me pull it up. I have it here. I have it here. Because I feel like Brooks stocks are through the roof. I feel like Brooks stocks are definitely through the roof. Because Gunko should have ended him immediately. Or the fact that there's a shield strong enough to stop Brooke is a problem. Is a I don't know if a problem is a word. Shocker. It's very, very extreme shocker. Okay. Where we want to start with this? Firstly, the cover page, cool. Shout out to Usopp. Usopp talking, trying to get this. What does he use? He uses honey? Yeah, he uses honey to lure the rhinoceros beetle, which is very interesting. The battle proceeds. Battle's taking place, and we have this guy on the left here who looks exactly like Zoro. Sorry, look exactly like Roger. Like, he looks like Roger. If we're all gonna be serious, he looks exactly like Roger. Zoro's plan is revealed, and it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. His plan is to cut. His plan is to cut. Okay? His plan involves just cutting all. The question is, did he take everybody down? And also, like, we didn't see the result of Dory and Brogy cutting each other. It shouldn't have done anything except just bring them back to life. Like, nothing should have really happened. And hold on, let me do something quick, because I shout out to my brothers, Deadman and Daniel, who left comments about how I can improve my videos. You can do more other content than reacting. You can like make One Piece theory or a review chapter, or just talk about it. Also do deep analysis on certain arcs. Okay. Oh, I like it. Thanks, bro. So shout out to Deadman. He had a great recommendation. Okay, there you go. And then Daniel says, I just appreciate the content, man. How you can make it better is just making it your own and in your way. If people don't like you, too bad. Could post shorts, though, just asking questions that any anime fan would love to give a huge explanation as to why they feel the way. Just could post shorts, though, just asking questions that any anime fan would love to give an explanation as to why they feel that way. Okay, interesting. I gotta Thanks, Daniel. So you're saying to get more opinions. What, chat? We talk in the chapter here. Has everybody watched read the chapter? Question number 1. You have to have read the chapter. All right. How are you doing? All right. Hi. There you go. Have a good day? Yeah. Excellent. Daniel, if you're on or in live, I'm commenting back right now. Thank you for commenting and tell me how I can make the channel better. Open. Yeah. So you're saying to get more opinions. Love to give an explanation on why they feel that way. Guys, all right, so shout out to Daniel. I'm jumping back to the chapter here because I like the chapter. I liked it more than last week. I was a big fan. Zoro's explanation comes to light. We get a reveal slash like he just wanted to cut. We knew exactly what his plan was. We knew exactly what Zoro's plan was. If it wasn't cutting, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. Thanks, Oda. Appreciate you. Please hit subscribe. If you're the real Oda, I apologize. I just love the manga too much. But otherwise, please subscribe. I appreciate you listening. Go check out my actual reaction. I'm not this one isn't a reaction. This is just my thoughts. And the thoughts are incorrect because it's not translated properly. Princess Shuri. Who is Princess Shuri? We need to think. That's what you said last time. You couldn't say Garp or something. Are you Princess Shuri? So we know that. Okay, let's backtrack because this is the most important slash like this is the most important slash like significant part of the chapter, at least my favorite part of the chapter, because you have Brooke obviously ran away. We knew that, and we're trying to figure out what he actually did. And he finds the girl. He finds Gunko. And so Gunko Shuri. No. How did she get that name? Unless Gunko is the daughter of Shuri. But princess, because we know in the flashback that she had, it was her screaming and yelling, and she has double eyes. So the double eye feature. I met Tom Hanks before. Nice guy. I appreciate him talking to me and my homie. How do you feel about the chapter, Oda? I'm surprised. I feel like I guess Emu didn't know who he was talking to or like why he was referring to her as Gunko. I have no idea, Yoda. I can't see how you could possibly be her. It's certain it's impossible, but it's hard to deny her spitting image, so I have to make sure. Even if you aren't the person, surely you must be her blood. If the princess were alive today, she would be nearing 80. She wouldn't recognize me given how much I've changed. And yet those features, the blue hair, the mismatched eye color, connection to the Holy Land, plus you're fond of my music too, aren't you? Every single detail is a perfect match. That is so fire. I had hope. Like this part right here is blowing my mind. Or I'm trying to figure out, like, I had hoped I'd go the rest of my life without ever having to think about you again. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, I owed everything to the man's whose life you took. So a princess took the life of someone. My princess, my something princess. So okay. Important detail there. So that was the princess that. So Brooke, in some regard, took care of this princess. I owed everything to the man's life. This. Oh, like could that have been an execution? Because under something in regards to like she was the princess of whatever land he was in. And that word patricial, I can't pronounce it, but that's basically saying the killing of the father. So it's either she killed a king. Is Brooke a royal? What do you guys think? Is Brooke a royal? Let me know in the chat. Like, what do you guys think about that? Is Brooke a royal? I don't think so. Or I don't know, honestly. Are the memories beginning to return? So she goes back. Okay, her eye doesn't really. Her eye, Emu's eye, is very, very, very similar. Like, I think hers is does it have? It has a second ring in it. So hers has a second ring. Emu's has a second ring. She doesn't have a sec. Where I'm trying to see hers. They don't show hers that well. So Emu, okay, I guess the deciding factor or the more specific thing is Emu has a second eye, has a second ring on her eye. And Emu's heated. Where did he get the shield from? That's a question. Where did he get this shield from? And what is that thing made out of? Because I would think that he's able to pierce through it. Shut thy mouth. Who art thou to Gaga? I'm not sure, brother. How you doing though? Did he? Oh, okay, I didn't even notice. Did he? Where? Oh, okay. I see it. I guess. Did you finish? So you finished? You read the whole chapter? What do you think? I loved it. I loved it. I'm a bigger fan of this. I'm a bigger fan of this week than last week. Last week was like real quiet, slow setup. This fire. This was great. I love this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's talk. So first, we can go back to the beginning. I don't mind. I did my reaction like when it first came out. So now this is we're just reviewing it. I was hoping you'd come on. I'm hoping maybe Daniel comes on, whoever, but I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was great. Yeah, I read it like 10:30 a.m. So like 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Yeah, funny enough, like exactly what you were. I didn't read your suggestion yet, but I decided to do the review, and it just kind of funny enough that it worked out that way. Thank you again. Thank you for I streamed it. I streamed my reaction. That was earlier today, so it should be under my lives. Let me add review. Save changes. I added review to it so we can specify. So funny enough, it just worked out that you happened to comment about doing reviews, and then all of a sudden I happened to do the review. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I'm using StreamYard though. I don't know if that's it. Maybe it's because of StreamYard. So what did you think of it? Again, bruh. I'm trying. How'd you feel about the chapter, Dead Man? I think the Brooke part was fantastic. I loved it. I love that. But I don't know what it is. It's just lore, but it's what Oda does best. He answers questions and creates new ones, and I love every second of it. I love every second of that. Answer questions, open up new ones. So what did we establish? We establish, like as I'm reading it over. Obviously, he has a relationship with her, but he was a he she's the princess of whatever kingdom that he used to work for when he was up in the Holy Land. Don't kill me. Maybe, maybe. But so we know that he worked for a convoy when he was alive. We never suspected that convoy happened to be for the Holy Knights or for the Celestial Dragons, but it's making a lot of sense if it is and or does or it was what he did. It would make a lot of sense if that's what he ended up doing. Did we end up seeing? I don't know if we saw. I don't know if it was pants, but in the flashback when she was a kid, was she wearing pants, or could you even tell that detail? I just remember her like running away screaming. Like, what have we established? That's what I want to know. Or what are your theories? What are your theories? Because like, what? Because where is it? Where is it? Where is the chapter? Firstly, shout out to Zoro because his plan just involved cutting people, which is great. His plan just involved cutting the giants. A secret technique. It doesn't give too much detail, but obviously there's advanced conquerors hockey. Okay, Princess Shuri. So she's fresh out of Wakanda, right? But okay, I can't pronounce that word. But hold on, it's hard. He says it look so. Her two different eye colors was before she was maybe before Emu could take over her body. So that was already something, a feature, a characteristic that she had. But okay, Claire. Okay, I wasn't sure if it's saying that like she killed the man that I respected. That Brooke says without even because he said I had hope I'd go the rest of my life without ever having to think about you again. That's crazy. I owed everything to that man whose life you took. My something princess. So Gunko, is that man her father or is that his father? Like, is he? If he's work like, is Brooke a celestial dragon, or works on. He worked on the Celestial Dragon. So did she work? Was he a Marine? He had to have worked specially for the king for, because I'm thinking like who would they have accepted unless he had royal blood? Like you had to have had some form of royal blood, right? I thought it was mother she was screaming. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, what chapter does Emu take over Gunko? 1149. Okay, so One Piece chapter 1149. Where's 149? Possibly. $17 years ago. Who's where? I want the actual chapter. TCB 1149. 1149. Gunko guy gave Brooke everything. I guess maybe like he trained under her dad. Could that be it? Because I was really curious or thinking that in my head, I was saying this whole time she killed Brooke's dad. Him on his eye, they really do look alike. All right, chapter's loading. I don't know why it takes so long, but it's loading. Oh, father. Okay, right. Why do I keep on thinking it's the mother? So she's yelling, father. What is this memory? You see, my dream is to be a pirate. And he used to play music for her when she was. They really do look like. My apologies, Brooke. Is that you, Brooke? Okay, so how? Okay, if I'm interpreting, imagine Brooke was adopted by Gunko's dad or something. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. While you're checking that part, is she wearing a skirt or pants? You can't. She was wearing a skirt. She was wearing something short. She was wearing something short. The way you can see her legs. Interesting. Okay. Um, I'm thinking she. Okay. What's the easiest question? She got Domi reversied. What do you? I'm thinking she either got Domi reversied because she got controlled. There's no way. The way that she's crying out in that chapter 1149, it has to have been that she had some part. Oh yeah. Like the way she's crying out is that she didn't mean to do it, or like it wasn't what her intention was, right? It looks as though like she was like had a lot of remorse, a lot of regret, a lot of pain when it came to doing it. Because clearly she had her memory erased, or her memory was erased. Because that's what Emo said. Emu said, "Thou attempt, Gunko. Where is it? Gunko, are thy memories beginning to return?" So her memories were wiped at some point. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. She must have been controller. The king did something that the government didn't want. Like, is it a herald situation where, or is it something about the family? Perhaps it's something about the fit, because this could be an example of where you have Emu um doing what she wanted to do for Harold, where it was like, let me take over this king, get control of his land, and some reason somehow Gunko ended up being the one that got captured. But it's 80 years ago, so something had happened, or for whatever reason, 80 years ago, Emu decided that she's gonna be the person, that Gunko is gonna be the person that will serve Emu. Like, how did she come to that? Why did Emu choose her out of anybody and everybody? Hi, Daniel. Appreciate you. I'm not here for too much longer, but we just thinking. We thinking. Please watch it after. Let me know what you think. I did my chapter reaction before. Who are you? Brooke really has bad blood with her. Okay, no. Quick. So, okay, two things before we're done. One, shout out to the moms, because the moms said, "Oh, the god of destruction." I don't give a damn about that. From this Nika, that was she, like, Oda definitely said the N word. He definitely tried to say the N word in that moment. We're gonna go with blue hair. We all know how Emu's the blue hair woman pro, has a picture of Vivi. Do you think 80 years ago, 80 years ago, 80 years ago? No, that timeline doesn't make sense, because I was gonna say, what if she's like Nefertiti's daughter? But that wouldn't make 80 years ago. 80 years ago could be one person's lifetime. I want to say like 84, 85, because she was a child. Actually, no, she looked older in that picture in what's it called, in 1149. She looked a little bit older. Like, she's bawling her eyes out in 1149. And she's tied up. Is she tied up? I always saw it as she was tied up. Could be. I'm thinking that picture where she's with Brooke. I want to say the one where she's with Brooke, she's like 4, but later on she could be 7. I agree with that. That's possible. Um, where was I? Okay, yeah. Final point. How did Gunko? How did Brooke manage to stop? Don't kill me. How did Brooke manage to stop her attack? That is the question of the chat. That's the question. Like, I'm thinking she would have obliterated him. At least the shield. At least the shield, I feel like it's not something that should have withstood that attack. So are Brooks stocks up? And if so, how much? Way more than Usopp. Way more than Usopp. I can say that much. I don't think she's holding back. I feel like that was all Emu. I feel like that was all Emu. I feel like that was all Emu, because she clearly was taken back at that second. Shut thy mouth. Who art thou to Gunko? And Usopp saying, my mind powers did the trick. That's Conqueror's Hockey confirmation. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get Usopp. I don't know if we're gonna get Usopp because it ain't looking good for the kid. All right, brother. This is a great chat. I just wanted to talk that. I wanted to hear your thoughts because I thought it was great. I really liked the chapter. Um, I'm looking forward to the next one. Obviously, are we getting? No, we're not getting a break next week. Yeah, that's true. He did take on Big Mom. He was the first person to take on a Yonko one-on-one and tell about it. Next week is gonna be fantastic. And the ship's broken. So like I heard things are gonna end like abruptly in this arc. There seems to be a huge problem now, obviously with that ship gone. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Emu is gonna get cheesed. Like I feel like it might just be Colin that's taken. That's how it's seeming. Yeah, it was 10 a.m. I literally refreshed the page, nothing there. 2 minutes later, decided to refresh it, and then we got a new chapter. I was like, thank you. Because I had 30-ish minutes to do the reaction. And I'm like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to read it. But yeah, this is cool. All right, brother. Glad to hear from you. Hope all is well. I think two of my episode reactions are live now. Two of my episodes should be working right now. Yeah, or three of them. Three of the episodes should be live. You good? Yeah, you too, brother. Have a great week. All right, I'll catch you. Shout out to anybody who tuned in. Shout out Daniel. Shout out to Ichiro Yoda for tuning in again and the threats. Appreciate all y'all. It's your boy Straw Hat. Love, peace, one piece. Oh shoot, what you say? Bet. All right, brother. Perfect.